All right, we're here today. Got a 2022 Turbo R 2-seater. Right now, it's still got the stock shifter. Damon has bought a Viper shifter, so we're gonna go through the step-by-step to show y'all how to install that on this ride. One reason I wanted to show y'all how to install that Viper shifter is this is the only set of instructions you get with it. So it's one page, 17 steps, and they don't explain a whole lot of how to do it. So we wanted to kind of give you a video to walk you step by step through that process if you want to install one on your own. So as you can see, still got stock shifter, all the stock stuff in here. And I'll show you here real quick of what he has. So here's the Viper machine shifter. Damon did go have his custom powder coated. These do come just in a kind of like a milled finish straight off of the lathes and stuff, but he took his and had his custom powder coated to match. First thing's pretty easy. Just take both seats out. If you own a Razor or you're looking at them, they're really easy. They just clip right in. Super easy to pull out there in just a few seconds. So to get started, we pulled out some bolts here. So there's some 10mm hex heads. You can kind of see here, there's one push pin on this side. There's two push pins on the other side. But actually taking the back panel off to get to the airbox and stuff is really easy. There's a couple of quick clips here, but if you look underneath the console, there's two more here, and you can actually remove this whole back panel real easy too. So that's kind of our next step of getting everything out of the way. These two bolts that hold this fuse panel on, they have to come out. So that fuse panel will have to dangle around. There's a connector for these lights right in here. It's real easy to disconnect all those, and the cigarette lighters. So that's one plug-in for all of that. So you can see here, we pulled both back panels off. Obviously the seats are out. The whole console, center console, actually comes out in one piece. So you can kind of see there's a couple bolt holes, two push pins, some bolt holes that run along the top of that. There's one that goes right in the shifter. Obviously you got to pull the shifter handle off. And then you can see some bolt holes here and another push pin. And then once you do that, when it's inside there, you actually have to rotate it out of the rig like that. So you have to pull the back up, kind of get these wings and stuff free, and it takes two people and rotate the thing outside of the unit. One thing that Polaris added on these, if you ever want to run any accessories through the console, they actually have a grommet here, so you can punch through and run wires through there without kind of having to drill holes or mess with anything there.
Well, once you get it all tore apart, there's your seat belt, a safety switch, and there's your jumper. Really easy to access, might as well get it over with.
Yeah, so that makes it to where you don't have to have your seat belts buckled all the time riding around, so where it don't have the speed limiter on you. I don't recommend that if you're not responsible. So you got to pull the clip off the shifter. There's a washer, and you can see the bushings in there. You don't want to lose that stuff. You will reuse it on the new shifter. So we got the shifter off, clip out. Now we're pulling the clip off of this one. Don't want to lose that either. Should be able to now push this out, which is not happening.
Need your over hammer.
Yeah.
You got your two bushings. You got to retain.
We got to retain those, and we're going to have to pull this and retain that as well. So we've retained the bushings out of the stock shifter, and we've retained the shifter cable pin.
This way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got the groove over here.
Oh, do you? Okay. Done. Now we just need to put the shifter back on, the cable back on, and the clip.
And washer.
The washer too, that we had to tear the skid plate off. You drop the washer, remove your skid plate, you will find it. maybe. So you can see the washer clips back in, shifter cables hooked back up. So you can see now we have the center console back in. We have the shifter installed. We're fixing to start putting the back pieces on. Finished product. So now it's gated. You can lock out high side and park, and then you got a low and reverse lockout. Or that's low actually in reverse.